Hello lovely YouTube family, welcome back to Global Chaser. In today's video we are going to talk about how the richest CEOs travel. Before we start, hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Traveling can be tedious. You have to prepare ahead to catch your plane on time, and when you're on the plane, train or bus, and you have any issues, well, you have to suck it up and wait till the journey's over. But what if you were rich? What if you were the CEO of some company, or what if you were one of the richest CEOs in the world? Well, I know what that would be like because I fantasize about it too. Plus, I did do some digging on the actual richest CEO. Their traveling itinerary is that they don't catch a plane, the plane catches them. Sure, they might have to deal with some CO2 emissions on their conscience, but it's nothing money can't solve with some charity environmental lectures and books. And people say money can't solve everything. I'm looking at you, William Henry Gates III. Number 5, Warren Buffett. This guy used a bicycle to get around in his younger days, as a newspaper boy. Being immortal like the Queen has its perks, and Warren Buffett used this advantage to make some long-term investments that paid off. He's now the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway and currently stands as the 5th richest CEO in the world with a net worth of $98 billion. Berkshire Hathaway is the largest conglomerate worldwide, and one of its subsidiaries is NetJets, the largest private jet operator in the world. This company sells part ownership of business jets to rich individuals to reduce the redundant expenses that may come with owning a private jet, while retaining the efficiency and comfort of travel. Basically, it's Uber B&B, but for the rich. Warren Buffett is a recent convert to private jet travel, as he had often criticized the practice in the past. He then went ahead to buy a Bombardier Challenger for himself. Eventually, he found that he needed this means of travel, and later changed the name to the Indispensable. The Challenger 600 is spacious enough to seat 9 to 19 passengers in its luxurious cabin. The cabin is 8.2 feet wide, 6.1 feet high, and 28.3 feet long. The plane also has 115 cubic feet of space set aside for baggage. What's really cool, though, is the fact that the Challenger has really low noise and vibration levels. Mr. Buffett spends most of his time in the air, and according to him, he only drives about 3,000 miles a year. For perspective, the average elderly American male has 3 times that mileage, with over 10,000 miles per year. So it's not surprising that he moves around in his 2014 Cadillac XTS that would cost only around $20,000. Today, number 4, Mark Zuckerberg. Away from the ways of the sages, we move to our youngest, richest CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. You all know him as the founder and CEO of Facebook. He plays the role of Jesse Eisenberg in real life. He's one of, if not the most influential individual in modern-day media. He is the father of all social media influencers and has been recognized by Time as one of the top 100 most influential people in 2019. He's currently worth $110 billion, and you think he doesn't spend a lot considering that he wears the same gray t-shirt almost all the time. Well, think again, because those t-shirts are custom made by Bruno Cucinelli and cost about $400 each. And it's the same with his travel lifestyle. Bland on the surface, filthy on the receipt. Mr. Zuckerberg does not own a private jet, like the rest of our richest CEOs. Instead, Facebook handles his travel expenses on charter services, just as they handle other stuff like his security in 2020. The year we were all supposed to stay at home, Facebook spent around $25 million on charter services for Zuckerberg on the road. Zuckerberg makes use of modest cars like the Volkswagen GTI and the Honda Fit. The 2 cars would cost $1 million. Combined amount of around $60,000, but if you think that's all, then you have not been listening to me, because he also owns a Pagani Huayra, which is worth $3 million, 50 times more than the other cars combined. Zuckerberg. Bland on the surface, filthy on the receipt. Number 3, Bernard Arnault. Bernard Arnault is the richest person in France, the richest person in Europe, and the richest person in fashion after overtaking Amancio Ortega of Zara in 2018. The richest man in the world on 2 different occasions when he overtook you-know-who in 2019 and 2020. He is the CEO of LVMH, a multinational conglomerate that deals with luxury goods under fashion, wines, watches, spirits, perfumes, cosmetics, and all that. Mr. Arnault is worth $123 billion, making him one of only 4 cent-to-billionaires in the world. It's no surprise, then, that he splashed $54 million on a Dassault Falcon 7X business jet. With Bernard, it's all about the fancy way of. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.